What's going on, everybody? DogMan Dan here. Warframe, fashion frame, or decoration frame? Maybe we'll call it. Anyway, I want to talk about the Warframe Articula. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about in this one and how to create them. Now, this is basically a follow-up to a video I did prior. I'm going to have a link in there, probably that little right-hand corner. You know, you click it, you can go to the other video that's hidden inside the YouTube page there, the upper right-hand corner of my video, whatever. Maybe also linked at the end of this. But that talks about creating custom loadouts, which is how Warframe Articulas are set up. Okay? So if you create custom loadouts, and you have a few custom loadouts, I'll show you here quickly. So right now I'm on default. I have several custom loadouts. Okay? These custom loadouts are what you can use when you're selecting the Warframe Articula, which is basically miniature versions of your loadouts. They do take a lot of points in terms of your landing craft decorations. They actually take 100 points each, so you can't have a lot in the too many rooms. Now, in your personal quarters, you have space for a couple, and then all the other stuff you have in there. But out here, you can have up to 2,000 points. In there, you can have up to 2,000 points. So I've actually used a lot already. And as you can see, I've got two Articulas right here. I've got my Oberon Master, and I've got my Grand Master, which is my Excal Prime with the Lato Prime and the Scano Prime on there as well. So I've created those, okay? So what I want to do is I want to add another one or two in here just to show you, and we can take them back out anytime. But we're going to go into set up our landing craft, place decorations, okay? I'm going to come over here, set up to place a decoration. All right, so I'm going to come over to my Articula. See, now I've got 605 capacity remaining in here in terms of decoration. I've put up all of my noggles, which I can show you if you want, but I hadn't quite finished the room yet, so I didn't want to show the whole room off. Anyway, our duty here, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. You see capacity cost is 100. So you can't put a lot into the rooms, but you can have a couple. So I've actually set up a couple specifically for this, just to really show them off here. A design that I've actually had for a pretty long time. We're going to go in here to your pose set. Okay, so you can choose the different poses. And then we're going to come over to select the loadout. And in this case, we're going to come over to Rubido. My Rubido man. There we go. And that's my Rhino Prime. Okay, and I've got him with the Galantine Prime on there with the Rubido skin as well. Obviously, that's PC exclusive thing. I've also got the Prisma Gorgon on here and the Prisma Angstrom. And since I've got the Rubido skin, they also reflect the same coloring, which is actually kind of cool. So you can choose secondary or primary. In this case, I'm going to go with the primary, that Prisma Gorgon there. You can choose different poses. I think we're going to go take a look at take a look here. So you get a whole bunch of poses to work with. Sometimes they actually duplicate a bit here, as you can see. But let's go ahead and pick. Let's go ahead and pick that one, okay? So now that I've picked the one I want, go ahead and hit exit. And now I can go ahead and I can rotate this around to where I want it to be to kind of showcase it off. You can see the Galantine Prime is right on there. Yeah, so we just go ahead and we'll do that. Place it, aim it, confirm, and he is in place, just like so. Actually, we just move him over a little bit more. Just like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Just like that. I'm going to move Oberon over a little because I want to put a fourth one in here today as well, just to show you guys. Let me put my Excalibur Prime there. Go ahead and place an extra one. So again, you come out, you find your Articula, and this is only going to work as long as you've actually created a number of different loadouts. If you want to see that, again, just click that video, and I talk about how to quickly create loadouts, which is actually pretty cool to have them in just general anyway. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to go with my Disco Man. Okay, set up my Disco Man, and we'll go with my primary. Primary, there we go. And yeah, I actually like that pose for him, so I'm going to go ahead and exit. Let me come in here. Let me move him around, shift him up here. Most of you guys are probably familiar with this color scheme I've got on here back from when I did my little Limbo Prime concept video, which people still look at and argue with me that that's not the real Limbo Prime, and that's because there is no Limbo Prime yet. It was a concept. Anyway, so there we go. So now I've got my cool Rubido Rhino. I've got my Disco Man in there with his gold and white and black. It's just a concept. Going with the gold and white and black Bratton Vandal on there. And I got my Excal Prime, and then, of course, my Oberon. But that's how the Articulas work. You create a loadout, and then you can use the actual loadouts to create your looks. Anytime you change your loadout, you will come back. If you come back here and you've changed your loadout, a particular one, it will reflect in here. So if I change my Grandmaster loadout and I switch my Lato Prime to something else, when I come in to take a look at it, it'll be the other weapon. So it always updates with what is going on. And as you can see, the reason this does cost so much is because it actually takes all your armor, takes all the color schemes, you know, all the movements, everything is there. So it's like a mini Warframe. It's kind of cool. So I'm just going to leave those guys up for now. If you have any comments and questions, hopefully this kind of helps you out with your little bit of fashion. Feel free to ask. Otherwise, stay tuned. When I get this whole room finished, I will definitely showcase the whole thing off. I got some fishies in there too. Until next time, thanks for tuning in.